Hello everyone, I am Krick Kolar and in this video I will be doing a review of match 25 between GT and KKR. So this match was played at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad and KKR won the toss and decided to bat first. So it was just the third time this season that a team has chosen to bat first after winning the toss. On this ground, it was the second time after RR decided to bat first in the game against GT. So KKR scored 180 runs in the first innings, but those runs were not enough as no GT chased down the total in the last over. Shubman Gill was awarded the player of the match for his knock of 86 of 50 deliveries. Now let's look at the playing 11 for this match. So for GT, there were no changes in the playing 11 from the last game, and they brought in Shah Rukh Khan as the impact player in place of Prasidh Krishna. KKR made one change, bringing in Tim Saifert in place of Finn Allen, and they brought in Varun Chakravarti as the impact player in place of Raghuvanshi. So Raghuvanshi was their wicketkeeper in the previous matches, but in this match they decided to give the wicket-keeping duties to Tim Seifert. So going to the first innings, Team Seifert started the innings with a 4 on the second ball of the first over of Mohammad Siraj, but no Siraj got the wicket of Rahane in the same over on the fourth ball. Then the next over, Kagiso Rabada got the wicket of Ankrish Raghuvanshi after being hit for a 6 and 4. Both the new ball bowlers were bowling well and were hitting the required line and length. Then in the fourth over, again Rabada got the wicket of Tim Seifert and KKR were under pressure, losing 3 wickets in the power play. So Green and Powell were at the crease in the middle and were trying to build a partnership. Shubman Gill gave both the bowlers 3 overs each to finish the power play for GT. GT had an excellent power play, giving away just 37 runs, with the last 2 overs going for just 5 runs. KKR again had a very poor power play after the CSK match where they had scored 36 runs in the power play. Then in the 7th over, Prasidh Krishna, the purple cap holder, came into the attack and Roman Powell hit a 6, scoring 11 runs in that over. Then again in the next over, he hit a 4 and a 6 of Ashok Sharma, scoring 11 runs. The next over went for 10 runs with Cameron Green hitting a 4. Then Rashid Khan came into the attack and both the batters swept him for 4 each, scoring 11 runs in the over. KKR were 80 for 3 at the halfway stage. Then in the 11th over, Ashok Sharma broke the partnership with an excellent slower ball, with Roman Powell skying the ball in the air to Mohammad Siraj on the straight boundary. Then Nukul Roy came into the middle and joined Green, who was batting on 27 of 28 balls. Then both of them attacked Rashid Khan in the next over, scoring 16 runs. Nukul Roy hit a beautiful 4 over covers and Green hit a 4 and 6. Green continued his attack, hitting 2 sixes of Ashok Sharma, scoring 19 runs in the over. Rashid Khan's next over again went for 17 runs as Green hit a 6 and 2 fours. Green had some luck as the first 4 went off the outside edge when he came down the track trying to hit the ball down the ground with ball spinning away. Then Sundar dropped him on the boundary with the ball going for the second 4 of that over. Rashid Khan was expensive in his 3 overs as he went for 43 runs. At this stage, KKR were 139 for 4 and looked in a good position to put up a big score on the board. They had scored 102 runs of 8 overs after the power play. Next over, Prasidh Krishna came into the attack and broke the partnership, getting the wicket of Anupul Roy. At the end of this over, Green was on 75 of 44 balls. Then in the next over, Kagiso Rabada got the wicket of Rinku Singh, bringing Ramandeep Singh at the crease. Ramandeep hit 2 fours of Ashok Sharma in the next over before getting out. Again, Ashok Sharma bowled a slower delivery and Ramandeep skied it high in the air to Siraj, similar to the Powell wicket. Then in the next over, Siraj got a wicket of Sunil Narayan with KKR losing the 8th wicket. Karthik Tyagi swatted a six on the last ball of that same over. KKR had scored just 33 runs in the 4 overs and have lost 4 wickets. And Green was still on 76 of 45 deliveries. He faced just one ball in the last 3 overs. Then on the first ball of the 19th over, he again took a single, bringing Karthik Tyagi back on strike. I'm not sure what Cameron Green was thinking here, as he had to play most of the deliveries of the remaining overs. Then on the next ball, he ran towards the striker's end to gain back the strike, and Butler threw the ball to Prasid, who ran Karthik Tyagi out at the non-striker's end. Green managed to score just 1 run in the next 4 balls, keeping the strike for the next over. Then Rashid Khan, who was expensive with his 3 overs, came into the attack to bowl the last over. Then Green played 2 dot balls, but on the third ball again he took a single, trying to look for a double. Then Vaibhav Arora gave the strike back to him on the next ball, and on the fifth ball, Green came down the track and missed the ball. Butler also missed it behind the stumps, and it went for 4 byes. Then the last ball, Cameron Green got out with KKR finishing on 180, scoring just 41 runs in the last 6 overs and losing 6 wickets. Now let's go through the first innings scoreboard. So Team Saifat 19 of 14. Rahane got out on the first ball. Then Raghuvanshi 8 from 4. Cameron Green 79 of 55. Roman Powell 27 of 20. Anukul Roy 9 from 7. Rinku 1 from 2. Ramandeep 17 from 8. Sunil Narayan 0 from 5. Karthik Tyagi 6 from 4. And Vaibhav Arora not out on 0 from 1. Then in the bowling card, Mohammad Siraj 4 overs 2 for 23. Kagiso Rabada 4 overs 3 for 29. Prasid Krishna 4 overs 1 for 32. Ashok Sharma 4 overs 2 for 45. And Rashid Khan 4 overs 1 for 44. KKR finished with a total of 180 for 10 in 20 overs with a run rate of 9. And there were 14 extras, which included 4 byes, 3 leg byes, 6 wides, and 1 no ball. Then going to the second innings, GT started a chase strongly with Shubman Gill hitting 3 fours in the first 2 overs of Vaibhav and Karthik Tyagi. Then in the third over, Shubman Gill hit 1 6 and Sai Sudarshan hit 2 sixes to score 20 runs of Anukul Roy's over. Then Sunil Narayan was brought into the attack and he gave away just 5 runs. Then Shubman Gill hit a 6 and a 4 of Vaibhav Arora in the next over. Then KKR got the breakthrough which they needed in the next over of Sunil Narayan, Sai Sudarshan getting out. But Butler attacked Narayan in the same over and hit 2 fours and a 6, with 1 4 being off the inside edge past the keeper. GT finished the power play on 71 for 1. Then Shubman Gill hit 2 fours of Anukul Roy, scoring 12 runs in that over. Then Varun Chakravarti, the impact sub, came into the attack and Josh Butler hit him for a 6 on the first ball. Both Shubman Gill and Josh Butler were looking to hit boundaries in every over. Then Karthik Tyagi bowled a good over, giving away just 2 runs, and in the next over, Varun got the wicket of Josh Butler. GT went 99 for 2 at the halfway stage, needing 82 runs from the last 10 overs. Then Narayan bowled a good 11th over, building the pressure on GT. In these 3 overs, GT managed to score just 11 runs and lost 1 wicket. Then in the next over, Shubman Gill released the pressure, hitting a 4 and 6 of Varun Chakravarti, scoring 15 runs in that over. Narayan finished his excellent spell with a good last over, giving away just 4 runs. GT needed 58 runs in 7 overs. In the next over, Shubman Gill hit a 6 and Washington Sundar hit a 4, scoring 16 runs of Karthik Tyagi. Then Varun got a wicket of Washington and Glenn Phillips came into the middle. Then Anukul Roy bowled a good over, giving away just 5 runs. Then Weber Arora got the wicket of Gill after being hit for a 4. Green took an excellent catch, diving forward a deep third to end the excellent innings from Shubman Gill. With GT needing 23 of 3 overs, Glenn Phillips hit 2 fours of Karthik Tyagi to bring the equation down to 11 from 12. Then Weber finished his spell, giving away just 6 runs, keeping 5 runs for the last over. Then the last over, Rahane gave the ball to Ramandeep and he got the wicket of Glenn Phillips after bowling one wide. Then GT brought in the impact sub Shah Rukh Khan and both Shah Rukh and Tewatia completed the chase in 19.4 overs. Now let's go through the second innings scoreboard. Sai Sudarshan 22 of 16, Shubman Gill 86 of 50 with 4 sixes and 8 fours, strike rate of 172. Josh Butler 25 of 15, Washington Sundar 13 from 13, Glenn Phillips 19 of 16, Rahul Tewatia not out 7 of 6, Shah Rukh Khan not out 3 of 2. In the bowling, Weber Arora 4 overs 1 for 35, Karthik Tyagi 4 overs none for 40, Anukul Roy 3 overs none for 37, Sunil Narayan 4 overs 1 for 28, Varun Chakravarti 4 overs 2 for 34, and Ramandeep bowled just the 4 deliveries in the last over with 1 wicket and giving away 5 runs. So GT finished the innings at 181 for 5 in 19.4 overs with run rate of 9.2. There were 6 extras which included 2 leg byes and 4 wides. Now let's go through the fall of wickets for both the teams. So for GT, Sai Sudarshan lost his wicket in the last over of the power play on 57, looking to sweep Sunil Narayan and Karthik Tyagi taking a catch at short fan leg. Then Josh Butler got out in the 10th over, trying to hit Varun down the ground, but giving a catch to Cam Green. Then the 15th over, again Varun got the wicket with Washington Sundar trying to pull the ball on the leg side. Shubman Gill got out to Weber Arora, who was trying to bowl the wide Yorkers, and Gill managed to slice one to the deep third, where Green took an excellent catch diving forward. Then Glenn Phillips got out to Ramandeep Singh in the last over, who bowled a short ball, and Phillips managed to hit it into mid-wicket, where Rinku Singh took the catch. Then for the KKR innings, Rahane got out in the first over, trying to hit Mohammad Siraj down the ground with the ball swinging away and getting the bottom, with Rabada taking the catch in the circle. Then Raghuvanshi got out to Rabada, nicking behind to Butler. Then Team Seifert again got out to Rabada, trying to hit the ball on the offside with Glenn Phillips taking a catch in the circle. Roman Powell got out in the 11th over with an excellent slow ball by Ashok Sharma and Mohammad Siraj taking a catch at a long on boundary. Then Anukul Roy got out to Prasidh Krishna, nicking behind to Josh Butler. Similarly, Rinku Singh also got out to Rabada, nicking behind to Butler. Ramandeep Singh got out in the 17th over to Ashok Sharma, where again he bowled a slower delivery, and Mohammad Siraj took the catch at the long on boundary. Then Sunil Narayan got out to Mohammad Siraj, where Phillips took an excellent running catch, where he ran from circle to just outside that, where the ball was looking like falling at empty space. He managed to catch it. Then Karthik Tyagi was run out while Cam Green was trying to take the strike, and Cameron Green got out in the last over, nicking behind to Josh Butler. And we look at the top partnerships of the match. For GT, the highest partnership was of 57 from 31 deliveries, where Shubman Gill scored 34 of 15 and Sai Sudarshan scored 22 of 16. Other than that, they had a 146 run partnership between Sundar and Gill and another 38 run partnership between Butler and Gill. For KKR, the highest partnership was of 60 of 23 with Cameron Green and Anukul Roy. Green scored majority of the runs with 48 of 16 and Anukul scored 9 of 7. Then before that, they had a 55 run partnership between Roman Powell and Cameron Green, Other than those two partnership, they didn't have a significant partnership. Then looking at the graphs, so if you look at the worm, you can see that the KKR worm, it started very poorly. You can see how it is going down, the worm, and then in the middle overs, it kind of picked up, and they were in a very good position. And if you see in the this worm graph, both the teams were almost at the same situation at the end of around 14th over. Both the teams were at the same score. Then no, KKR kind of struggled with the wickets which they lost in the end overs and managed to score just 180. But on the other hand, if you see the GT one, they started very well in the first overs in the power play, and you can see the gap between these two worms in that phase where KKR were struggling. Then at the 14 over mark, as I said, they came close to each other, almost at the same score. And even in after that, GT's worm was below KKR's worm, but they catched up with the KKR worm as the KKR worm also was not, going up that much as they also didn't score much runs in the last few overs. Then in the run rate graph, if you can see, the GT graph is very high. They had a run rate of around 12 at the power play, and it kind of slowly dropped down to below 10, finishing at about 9.5. So they kind of did a bulk of their scoring in the initial overs. Whereas for KKR, if you see, they started with around 10.5 in the second over, and they ended the power play with the run rate being 6.16, but they batted well in the middle overs and brought it up to around 10 in the end of 14th over. But again, they didn't kind of maintain it in the last 6 overs and ended up finishing the run rate on 9. So now let's look at the Manhattan. So for KKR, we'll see first. So as you can see here, for the KKR, the power play was very poor, scoring no 1 run over in the power play and having 3 and 4 run overs. Collectively, they kind of failed to score in the power play, or you can say they failed to maximize the power play. But after the power play, they had big overs, which almost around 7 of the overs going above 10 runs per over. And also they lost only 1 wicket of Roman Bowell. But in the middle overs, they played very well. And at the end, again, they kind of kept on losing wickets in each of their overs. So they lost 6 wickets in the last 6 overs, getting all out. Then if we look at the GT Manhattan, so for GT, they started very strongly with a 20-run over in the power play, and they had a good score in the power play of 71. And after that, in the ninth, 10th, and 11th over, they didn't score that many runs. They lost a wicket also, but they had 2 big overs of 15 and 16, which kind of brought them back into the chase and kind of finished the game in the last over. Now going to the summary of the match. So KKR had some positives with Cameron Green scoring some runs, but other batters could have batted well to score around 200. They were in a good position but kept on losing wickets at the end. As we saw in the Manhattan, they lost 6 wickets in the last 6 overs. Again, they scored just 37 runs in the power play after the 36 runs scored in the last game against CSK. They brought in Team Seifert today, but it still didn't change the power play batting performance. They didn't start well, but Green batted well in the middle overs and he attacked Rashid Khan very well. He brought KKR back into the game, but they lost the momentum after that. Today also their bowling was very good and they took the game till the last over with Sunil Narayan bowling so well, and Varun Chakravarti picking up wickets. Their bowling is coming back to form. They still need to improve the batting, especially in the power play. They had tried Narayan in the last game, but today they went with Rahane, and I think they should fix their batting lineup and give clear roles to the batters. For GT, it was a good game. They bowled well in the power play, and at the end, in the middle overs, Green batted well, attacking Rashid Khan, and GT at that time looked a little worried, but they came back to restrict KKR to 180. And in the batting, Gill was brilliant, and he got the orange cap after this match, even though he played one less game. They would have liked to finish the game earlier instead of taking it to the last over, but they will take the win. Let's look at the points table. So Gujarat has moved to fourth position with 3 wins and 2 losses with 6 points and net run rate of 0.018, whereas KKR are still at the last position with single point and net run rate of minus 1.149. Now going to the graphs. So if you see at GT, they moved to 6 points, and KKR still on 1 point. Now going to the position graph. So GT have moved from 6th position to 4th position after this win, and SRH moved from 4th to 5th, and DC moved from 5th to 6th position. KKR remained at the 10th position, and all the other teams have maintained their position. So that's it in this video. Let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.